Hey, what up, what up, what up, what up? What up, what up, what up, people? How's everybody doing? Everybody doing fine? I want to hang out? Hey, what up, people? Hey, want to hang out? Come here. We just do that for you, Mo. Hey, what's up, XO? Hey, man. Well, we're gonna do some sightseeing. We're gonna do some sightseeing. Oh, okay. Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, we're gonna do some sightseeing. This is the town where I was born in Mexico. Over here, this building right here that it's now an eatery. There used to be a laundromat. And this store, which is now on like a 7-Eleven type store, used to be an old liquor store. I remember the owner used to throw us out, used to kick us out all the time, saying, "Hey, this is no place for kids." Yep, we're gonna. Yeah. This is a sad. No, I don't want to. This this guy who was here, you see here, not too long ago, he was murdered. They say because it was he was being stored by someone. Mm. Yeah, this is an old hospital, but now it's like a hospice care. It used to be emergency hospital and everything, but now I remember this door used to scare the hell out of me. I don't know. I thought there was something creepy lurking, lurking there. Yeah, and over here, church right here, Sacred Heart Church, Parochial Sacred Heart Church, Catholic. There used to be what they call in Mexico paper shop. A paper shop, to make it easier, it's like a mini Staples or Office Depot. And we're gonna go up here, over here, back over here, and this is where I first that I this is where I used to live way back in the day. Right here. Now it's an entire different building. I think it's a school now or something. And here you can see the U.S. You see these? That's the U.S. And let's go over here. Hmm, interesting. I remember they were building something here. They must have tore it down back then. Right over here, check this out. Right over here, there used to be a house here. This old garage, old stuff that looked like a garage. An old band used to fucking rehearse there. Right over here, this house right here, where this White House is, it used to be it used to be a store. Uh, the store was called Bambi. Yep, Bambi. Yep, Bambi. Like that. Yeah, it was called Bambi though. And over here, and right here, there's a photo I'd like to show you one of these days. Right over here, you see these two trees? There's a picture of myself, of me here. But I don't think the trees were here at that time. The tree dates back to like 1976, and I'm standing right about right here. And over here, Not much to tell you. Oh, okay. House was here. Now it's like it's a mom and pop store now. Okay, where else? We go over here. You know, over here. A shoe repair guy used to have a shop here, but the poor man, legend has it, he was murdered. Right here, there used to be a corner drugstore, and they used to have my favorite thing. Always going there was going to where they had the ice cream. That was my favorite. Don't know much here, but we're gonna go down here. This is a school right there. That's an elementary school. And over here, this is the propaganda for the president of Mexico. This is the mom and pop store. Thank God they put one here. They have one here. Yep, I remember those days when you would go up to the and buy the drinks for dinner or for lunch. Usually for lunch, you would buy the sodas, for dinner, the Cokes, the Pepsis, the orange, whatever. Over here, this right here, years and years ago, this house right there, some mean old grumpy old guy used to live here. God, people, there was rumors about him that he was that he had murdered his wife or something. I don't know. This house right here, this is the house where I was born. This house. This used to be an old mom and pop store. I remember that the store was painted black. No, when it white and red and white, that was painted. hmm Let me see. This right here, this power pole, it was sustained by some kind of I don't know what they call that. I don't know what they had this thing, and my brother used to get on it and go around and round. Used to play with it. My brother. Yeah. And we used to go. We used to go when we were kids. We used to go. We used to walk up here to this. Not all the way, but it was over here. This corner was. Now you can't see it no more. But we used to check out if the circus was in town, or we would just check out to see if. Because back then they didn't have all these like these tall buildings you see here. And all of this was dirt road. And over here, yeah, the good old days. I used to attend preschool right here over here. I still remember that. I remember some kid. was playing with clay, and he was saying that he's gonna that he was gonna cook meat. Like he was, maybe his dad was a butcher or something. Yeah, but this neighborhood didn't look like this quiet as you see here now. This neighborhood used to be run by gangs and hoodlums. I mean, if you were a gang that would hang out here, you couldn't go a block, or you couldn't go over here. Many of the gangs that we used to roam around here would never would always try to avoid going like over here to these neighborhoods because they were afraid they might get jumped. Oh, you see, it was special on bottled water. Yep. Over here, okay, now we're going to go again by the hospital, but we're going to take a different room. It was unheard of in those days. Right now, check this out. Look at here. Look at this place. It's La Postal Teriyaki and Sushi. This is like a like a mini Starbucks something. Oh God, used to no car wash, but they closed the place up. I mean, this is another. I don't know. This is a small paper shop. Paper shop where you buy like school and office supplies. This is a karate. It was unheard of in those days to find a sushi place around here. This used to be an old mom and pop store back in the day. You know, I remember for 25 cents you could buy a big, I think it was a big liter or 2 liter bottle of a Pepsi or Coke. Yeah, there used to be a pastry shop, but they permanently closed. But for years they were open. Ice cream shop here. Okay. This is the park. There was a time. There was a time when it was around like 8 o'clock at night, and you could see people here playing. People in the park. Look at this guy. He's selling newspapers. This guy's been doing it. Has been doing this for years and years. I think more than 40 years. It does the same thing. And over here, sushi place closed, but right over here on this corner, this is a pizza and salads and subs. It was unheard of in those days. A pizza place. You had to walk miles and miles. Right here, this is Okay. Well, I think we're gonna go down. We're gonna go this way instead. Look at this. Look at here, right over here. You see this hill right here? You see? We used to walk over this because a cousin of ours used to live here. I don't know why. I never thought it was dangerous. I don't know why, but it sure is dangerous. I wouldn't do it anymore. This used to be an old furniture shop. Now it's like now they sell like everything. It's like a general store now because they say perfumes, grocery items, and oh, barber shop. Yeah, a very good friend of mine used to have a restaurant around here. He passed away. This right here, this is where I had my measles shot. Yeah. I don't know if you guys ever heard the song from the Kingston Trio, the Tijuana Jail. Well, that Tijuana Jail was right here. And back in 2014, it was torn down. The jail. It came down. The jail. They moved it to another location. Mhm. This was a pretty busy place because you got the jail there, the police station. This now it's and also the fire a firehouse there. I mean, this is a Chinese place. You know, the food is here is pretty good. The Chinese food here. And over here on this street, it was back in, man, 40 years ago. I can't believe it's 40 years ago. Let me see. What is this place? I don't know. This used to be an old bar here. Looks like the bar must have closed, but it was we had the same patrons all the time. Sure miss it. Dental office. This building right here, this one, and this one over here. Oh, look at here, a bar named after Mo, but they closed the place after the guy from The Simpsons. They say this is a pretty good Chinese place. You know, something interesting, something kind of kind of freaky has been part of my life since I was really young. Let me tell you what it is. Check this out. Right here on this corner, this is a funeral home. And these businesses at the time when I used to live here, that were not here except the funeral home because these guys here have been here forever. This is one thing. This didn't exist. This is like a Starbucks, but they also sell sandwiches and coffee and that. This used to be an old furniture store. So right over here, And interesting fact, let me show you something about it. This area right here, this building right here, there used to be a store. I used to love because they sold bicycles, and I always, back when I was a kid, I used to love bicycles. So this area, for some reason, has always freaked me out. I don't know, scared. I think. It's one of the oldest parts of town because at one time, a lot of mansions, a lot of rich people used to live here. But as the city grew, and noisy stuff, the rich people, moved to other neighborhoods where they built bigger houses and quiet now. Yeah. Check this out. I've always been scared, but check this out. Here's another funeral home right here. This is another funeral home. Okay. And over here, just several blocks away, I mean, you can walk to it. Let's see. Yes, over here. This over here. Okay, here we go. About a block away from here, right over here, here's another funeral house. But this is like more modern, more bigger. Yeah. To this day, I don't know why. This is like an AT&T car or something. This is a barber shop. Place where they sell. This is a mini mom and pop uh, a hardware store. They say plumbing, electric. Hmm. Oh, they sell burgers and sushi. Interesting. This is a national drug chain like CVS store. Right here, this used to be an old movie house, but now it's a playhouse. Yeah, these used to be with neon lights. This is an old picture, but now they fixed the place now. Here's where the old movies used to show some of them. Hey, what's up, honey ho ho? How are you? Yeah, I saw a lot of movies at this place, this movie house. Remember, this movie house used to have an underground bathroom. And that's one of the reasons why they closed it because according to what I heard was that one of the employees when it was opened back in 1989, or I think it was, yeah, 89, someone decided to go downstairs to the bathroom and smoke a cigarette. And downstairs there's no ventilation, nothing. It's just there's no windows, underground, windows or anything or that. So all of the stinking smell, would accumulate, and would form some kind of gas, that. that. And somebody decided to go smoke one day, and the place blew up. And from that time, the place closed its doors forever. But not that quite. They tried to convert it into like a boxing arena, but it didn't work. But let's see, some 24 or 23 years later, they decided to convert this place into a playhouse, which is doing very good now. They restored it. Oh yeah, saw a lot of movies there. Yeah. Okay, this is where the place that owns the theater. It's like a it's owned by like an association, like a lodge. Oh, cool. Yeah, the place. Yeah, yeah. This place. These are lodges. It's kind of like the Lions Club or like I don't know, something. Never been too much into clubs myself, but like this club, like this lodge is named after Saragossa, and Saragossa was the general battle of the Cinco de Mayo battle that took place in 1862. Yeah, this used to be my favorite place at one time. Those neon lights, I remember. Those neon lights would tell me something that, oh God, I gotta go there. Would just tell me that the movie was good. I don't. Yeah. And over here on this block away, this used to be. This is a park. This park's been open, I think, since the 50s. I think. Nice park. I used to when I was a toddler. My parents used to take me here. I was old, but some people claim this park is haunted. Yeah, because somewhere around here, way back, just back in the 40s or 30s or someplace, there used to be a house right here where you see this shopping center now. The house used to belong to a family called the Spinells. The Spinells were the man was a man named Jose Spinell. He was a man from he was an immigrant from Portugal, and he had he had money, influence, and everything. He was a widower. He had two daughters, grown. One of them lived there with her husband, and the other one was single. So, according to legend, has it that eh, the story starts like this: the husband would go to work to the U.S. every like a lot of people still do. They work to the U.S., but he would go to work. He would leave like in the afternoon and come back like around midnight back home. So one day, so the thing was that that the husband was having an affair with the sister. His wife's sister. He was having an affair. So one night, the woman, the wife wakes up and she hears some moaning around in the in her sister's room. She goes in and she sees something very shocking. She sees her husband and her sister having sex. The woman, the wife, got so furious that she went into her father's office or something and got the revolver that there. And she came back and shot the husband in cold blood and killed him. The father wakes up wakes up and says, "What's going on?" And he notices that they notices that his son-in-law was laying in in cold blood, dead. The father the father sees his daughter crying of what she had done. Next thing you knew, next thing you knew, some police sirens were coming, and the father told his daughter, "Give me the gun. Give me the gun, okay? When they come here, I'll say that he tried to rape you, okay? That he tried to rape you, okay? And I shot him, okay? Okay, I'll take care of it. Okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it." Yeah, said that. So the cops came in and asked them what had happened. The father said, "I shot my son-in-law because he was trying to rape she was raping my daughter. Yeah, yeah, I shot him." Okay. So one of the cops, took one of his handcuffs and handcuffed him and took him away. The father spent the father years later died in prison, and the woman sold the house, and nobody knew what happened to them. Nobody knew. But legend has it that the people have seen a gentleman walking here, strange gentleman walking, wearing like an old 40s suit, like the kind of like you see in the old movies that Humphrey Bogart, that Jamie Cagney wear, walking around here. With a fedora hat and everything, walking around here. Some people have claimed they've seen him, but it's a legend. Yeah, I missed this part. I missed this. Yeah, this is the church. This is St. Francis of Assisi Catholic Church. Something. Well, okay, I'm gonna get out now, and I'm gonna come back maybe later. But thanks for coming and